Everybody saying walking with down. I used to measure life by trophies and degrees, by every hard-won title people handed back to me. But none of it compares to what I finally understood, that you don't want to shout from far away, you want to walk where I stood. Not ahead of me with orders, not behind me keeping score, not distant like a ceiling I can't reach anymore. Right beside me in the middle of my ordinary days, you turn my life into a journey and you change my heart's whole pace. Now the Bible sounds like conversation, not a test, and prayer feels like a living room, not my Sunday best. When the hard seasons rise, I don't have to understand, I just look for the footsteps and I reach for your hand. So I'm walking with God, step for step, day by day, not trying to impress you, just learning your way, not running for a finish line, not working to be seen, just staying close to Jesus in the unglamorous in between. If all I do today is take one faithful step, then I'm right where you are and I haven't missed it yet. I'm walking with God, and that's enough for me. Walking isn't flashy, it won't make the crowd applaud, but it gets you somewhere holy when you keep going with God. It doesn't take a spotlight or a superhero flame, just a steady-hearted yes when the road feels all the same. Enoch didn't build a platform, didn't chase a name, he just kept showing up and heaven knew his frame. And the ancient call still echoes simple and alive, justly love, mercy, and walk humble through your life. I've seen religion wear folks down till they can't breathe, try harder, do more like you're impressed by our grief. But you're not asking for performance, you're asking me to stay, to keep my heart in rhythm with the steps you're gonna lay. So I'm walking with God, step for step, day by day, not trying to impress you, just learning your way, not running for a finish line, not working to be seen, just staying close to Jesus in the unglamorous in between. If all I do today is take one faithful step, then I'm right where you are and I haven't missed it yet. I'm walking with God, and that's enough for me. We made them stained glass heroes, but they bled like I bleed. Abraham had fear, Moses argued what he'd need. David broke and begged, Peter failed and swore he'd stand. And you didn't leave him stranded, you just took him by the hand. So when I stumble, when I'm tired, when my faith feels small, you're not waiting with the lecture, you're still here through it all. Bread for the burnout, rest for the weak, a gentle whisper in the dark saying, child, just walk with me. Walking with God doesn't start with me, it starts with you. So I'm walking with God, step for step, day by day, not trying to impress you, just learning your way, not running for a finish line, not working to be seen, just staying close to Jesus in the unglamorous in between. You made the first move toward me, you came and met my need, and all you're asking of my heart is one more step to see. I'm walking with God, and you're walking with me, and you're walking with me. I don't have to have it all together, I just have to keep going, one step at a time, with the one who already knows the way. beautiful place you've ever been. Sun coming up and the whole world quiet again. Now take away the thorns, the noise, the stress, the decay, and put a peace in the air that gets inside you and stays. And then put God right there, not distant, not far away, walking beside you like it's normal, like it's just another day. No agenda, no pressure, no performance to display, just a father with his children in the cool of the day. That's where it started, not religion, not a list. Now earn your way in, but a closeness you can't miss. A garden and a pathway and a presence that will stay, and a voice that sounded like home. And he would say, come walk with me in the cool of the day, where the world gets quiet and the fear melts away. I'm not asking for perfect, I'm asking for you. Not a show, not a match, just a heart that's true. Even if you've been ruined, I still make a way. I'm the God who comes looking in the cool of the day. He formed a man from dust, but he breathed him alive. Face to face, close enough for a soul to survive. Put him in a garden, not a wasteland to endure. Beauty and provision and a purpose that was pure. Work was good, naming life, keeping what God had made. But the point was the fellowship, the love underneath the assignment. Then he made Eve from Adam, not a quick afterthought, not good to be alone. So he finished what he started, and they weren't chasing heaven, heaven came to them. Walking in the garden like a daily steady friend, not a special occasion, just the rhythm of the way. And it was normal to hear him in the cool of the day. Come walk with me in the cool of the day, where the world gets quiet and the fear melts away. I'm not asking for perfect, I'm asking for you. Not a show, not a mask, just a heart that's true. Even if you've been running, I'll still make a way. I'm the God who comes looking in the cool of the day. And then it broke with a whisper in the trees, not attacking his power, but his goodness and his peace. Did he really say it? Is he holding out on you? Saying lying, every temptation, God is not enough for you. So they reached and they ate, and the shame rushed in fast. Eyes open to nakedness and innocence collapse. Slowly stitched up fig leaves, tried to cover what they couldn't name, and they hid behind the branches, hoping God would do the same. But when the cool of the day came, he still showed up. Didn't cancel the walk, didn't turn away in disgust. He called out, where are you? Not because he didn't know, but because he was inviting them to come back out of the shadow. That wasn't an interrogation, that was mercy in the sound of Father saying, stop hiding, I'm here, I've come around. Come walk with me in the cool of the day, where the world gets quiet and the fear melts away. I'm not asking for perfect, I'm asking for you. Not a show, not a mask, just a hat that's true. Even if you've been running, I'll still make a way. I'm the guy who comes looking in the cool of the day. He told them the truth, that sin has a cause, pain in the bearing thorns in the ground, sweating the loss. He didn't pretend it was nothing, didn't wave it away. But then he did something that still preaches today. He made them real garments, not the panic they had sown. Skinned them in a sacrifice, a covering from his own. Something had to die so shame could be clothed, and mercy showed up first in the first blood that flowed. Not fig leaves, not my effort, you're covering your hand. Come walk with me in the cool of the day. I'm not standing with crossed arms, I'm already on the way. I'm not counting your failures, I'm calling your name. I don't need your performance, I came for your heart, not your frame. If you're behind the bushes, heed what I say, where are you? It's an invitation, not shame. Come back to the path, come back to my face. I'm the God who comes looking in the cool of the day. If you feel far, the distance is extra time. But heaven wrote a different kind of story in the dust. Not a flash, not a flame, just a life built on trust. No seat split wide open, no giant hit the ground. No stage lights, no big speech, no trumpet kind of sound. Just a man in an age that was drifting from the way, who kept his feet beside the Lord and kept showing up to stay. And the world won't clap for steady, it only claps for loud. But God leans in for faith on this that doesn't need a crowd. So if you feel unseen, listen close and let it speak. Sometimes the holiest thing is the habit of the meek. I'm gonna walk with God, not run ahead, not to lag behind. Match his pace, line up my heart, let his presence change my mind. When it's boring, when it's heavy, when the days all feel the same, I'll keep taking one more step, and I'll keep calling on his name. 'Cause closeness isn't built in one big moment on display. It's built in little yeses that you make along the way. And I believe the walk still matters, even when nobody sees. I'm gonna walk with God and let him walk with me. Genesis reads like a drum beat, generation after years, names you barely recognize, and a trail of silent tears. Lived and died like a bill that's coming due. Sin kept its promise and the pattern just stayed true. Then right there in the middle, like a sunrise in the dark, the rhythm breaks, the sentence shifts, and God leaves a mark. Not any died, but he was not. Like the story changed its frame, God took a man so close to him, he didn't even end the same. And it started in the middle, not the childhood highlight reel. Something about becoming father made his heart get real. It gives me hope for the late start and a restart too. If God can meet him at 65, he can meet me where I'm new. I'm gonna walk with God, not run ahead, not lag behind. Match his pace, light up my heart, let his presence change my mind. When it's boring, when it's heavy, when the days all feel the same, I'll keep taking one more step, and I'll keep calling on his name. 'Cause closeness isn't built in one big moment on display. It's built in little yeses that you make along the way. And I believe the walk still matters, even when nobody sees. I'm gonna walk with God and let him walk with me. I watched him means a pace. You don't sprint your way to peace, you slow down the trust, and you learn how to release. Walking means a direction, you can't walk with him and stray. Two can't walk together unless they're in agreement on the way. Walking means a presence, not a doctrine in my head, but a conversation in the car to help me before I dread. And walking means time, not a weekend, not a phase, but showing up for God in the ordinary maze. Most of those years were normal, diapers, working meals, arguments and bedtime prayers. The kind of life that's real, no camera on the kitchen, no spotlight on the sink, just worship while the water runs, just pausing long enough to think. We're addicted to spectacular, we chase a holy rush, but Tuesdays where the roots go deep, quiet, unseen and hush. In the Jesus ways, abide, remain, don't disconnect. The fruit comes from the stay and not the frantic high tech. So I'm gonna walk with God, step by step, day by day, not trying to be famous, just faithful in his way. If all I've got is 10 minutes and a prayer that's barely formed, he can build a life of men inside of where that's steady stones. And when I don't feel fire, home with my father